Joshua chapter 19. And the second lot came forth to Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah. And they had in their inheritance Beersheba, for Sheba, and Moladah, and Hazar Shual, and Bela, and Azam, and Eltolad, and Bethul, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Ber-Mashaboth, and Hazar-Susah, and Beth Lebaoth, and Saruhin, 13 cities and their villages. Ain, Rimmon, and Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages, and all the villages that were round about these cities, to Baal Athbeir, Ramoth of the south. This is in the inheritance of the tribes of the children of Simeon, according to their families. One of the portion of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon, for the part of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore, the children of Simeon had that inheritance within the inheritance of them. And the third lot came up for the children of Zebulun, according to their families. And the border of their inheritance was unto Sarid. And their border went up toward the sea, and Maralab, and reacheth to Dab-Basheth, and reacheth to the river that is before Jokneam, and turned from Sarid eastward toward the sunrising unto the border of Chishloth Tabor, and then goeth out to Dababrath, and goeth up to Japhia, and from thence passeth on along on the east to Gittah-Epher, to Ithta-Kazin, and goeth out to Rimmon Meth-Oar, to Neah. And the border compasseth it on the north side of Hanathon, and the outgoings thereof are in the valley of Jephthahel, and Kathah, and Nahalal, and Shimron, and Idalah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Zebulun, according to their families, and these cities with their villages. And the fourth lot came out of Issachar, for the children of Issachar, according to their families, and the border was toward Jezreel, and Chesholoth, and Shunem, and Haphaharaim, and Shihon, and Anaharath, and Rabith, and Kishion, and Abez, and Remeth, and Engannim, and Inhada, and Beth Parzez, and Beth Pazzez. And the coast reacheth to Tabor, and Shazah Chahazimah, and Beth Shemesh, and the outgoings of their border were at Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, according to their families, the cities and their villages. And the fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families. And their border was Helkath, and Hali, and Betin, and Akshaph, and Alanmelech, and Amad, and Mishael, and reached to Carmel westward, and to Shehor Libnath, and turneth toward the sun rising to Beth Dagon, and reacheth to Zebulun, and to the valley of Ziphthael, toward the north side of Bethimach, and Neiel goeth out to Kabul on the left hand, and Hebron, and Rehob, and Haman, and Canash, even unto the great Zidon. And then the coast turneth to Ramah, and to the strong city Tyre, and the coast turneth to Hoash, and the outgoings thereof are at the sea from the coast to Achzib. Unma also, and Aphek, and Rahab, 22 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, these cities with their villages. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, even for the children of Naphtali according to their families. And their coast was from Heleph, from Elon to Zaanannim, and Adamai Nekob, and Janeel unto Lakum, and the outgoing thereof was at Jordan. And then the coast turneth westward at Aznoth Tabar, and goeth out from thence to Hukkok, and reacheth to Zebulun on the south side, and reacheth to Asher on the west side, and to Judah upon Jordan toward the sun rising. And the fenced cities are Ziddim, Zer, and Hamath, Rakoth, and Chinnereth, and Adamah, and Ramah, and Hazor, and Kedesh, and Edrei, and in Hazor, and Iran, and Migdael, Horim, and Bethanath, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali according to their families, the cities and their villages. And the seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan according to their families. And the coast of their inheritance was Zorah, and Eshtaol, and Ir-Shemesh, and Shah al-Abin, and Aj, Alon, and Jethlath, and Elon, and Timnathah, and Ekron, and Ektelekeh, and Gibbethon, and Baalath, and Jehud, and Benah Barak, and Gath Rimmon, and Me Jarkon, and Rakon, with the border before Japho. And the coast of the children of Dan went out too little for them. Therefore the children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem, and took it, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and possessed it, and dwelt therein, and called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families. These cities with their villages, when they had made an end of the dividing the land for inheritance by their coasts, the children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua the son of Nun among them. According to the word of Yahweh, they gave him the city which he asked, even Timnah, Serah, in Mount Ephraim, and he built the city and dwelt therein. These are the inheritances which Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel, divided for an inheritance by lot in Shiloh before the Lord, before Yahweh, at the door of the tabernacle of the going congregation. So they made an end of dividing the country. Chapter 19 concluded. That's a lot, dividing the land up. Unfortunately, I don't have a map or such that would show me where these all are. I suppose someone could find it out or search it or Google it or whatever. And probably will do it sometime, provided this information is available. Well, Dan had to go and fight somebody for their lot because the city, their coast wasn't big enough. Well, it doesn't tell you enough to let you know just what. That concluded. And I'd have to go back and look it up and see who that city that they took and slaughtered belonged to begin with. Was it of the children of Israel, or was it of some other country, some other people? I'm not enough of a historian to know. Guess I need to look it up if it's possible. Nevertheless, I blather too much. Thank you for viewing. For God's sakes, thank you very much for coming by and watching us read as best I can these words, though I stumble a bit on some of the names. I'm getting better at some of it, but other parts are just his eyes are needing a blessing. So I receive a blessing in the name of Jesus on my eyes, so that I may read this more faithfully. Anyone of you is available to agree, is welcome to agree for that prayer for my eyes. And I thank you. In the meantime, like, share, comment, subscribe. Tuck in a wee prayer request in the comments if you're a mind to. Or if you have a complaint, tuck it in the comments. Nevertheless, feel free to communicate with us through YouTube. This is where we are now. Someday it may be put elsewhere. I don't know. That's up to God. Till then, ta. Oh, and may you remember that Jesus said he'd never leave you nor forsake you. That's a good promise to hold on to. Ta.